Hey, I'm Steve Vignanti here at the SEMA show, and I'm standing at the Chevrolet exhibit with one of the guys who's got the coolest jobs, Mark Dickens, who is the Director of Performance, Variants, and Parts for all of General Motors. But we're standing in front of something very cool right now, 2017 Camaro. But what's so cool about this one?
Well, this is our Autox Concept vehicle. It represents what we think an autocrosser who would like a light, nimble, fast autocross car would build.
Now, I notice, a lot of Camaros, we think of them as being V8 cars. Not so much. This has the 4, which, of course, has a great amount of power. It's lighter. It's more nimble. And tell me about how it's, potentially better than an 8 on an autocross course.
Well, I think a lot of autocrossers are like that really light front-end weight. So a 4-cylinder, in this particular case, 275 horsepower. I mean, really, do we think 4 cylinders would make that kind of power? It takes about a couple hundred pounds off that front axle. So it allows those front tires to work a lot better.
Now, this car has a lot of parts that will be soon available at a Chevrolet dealership for owners of these cars. Tell me about those parts. Suspension kit, correct?
Yeah, correct. This car is a mix of concept parts and some production parts that are available right now. You can go right to your Chevy dealership and purchase. One of them is a lowering kit. This lowering kit drops the trim height 20 millimeters. And then we sell that same lowering kit for 6 cylinders, 4 cylinders, 8 cylinders, coupes, and convertibles. And that lowering kit wasn't just done through springs, it also includes a damper that was tuned right with those springs to preserve the ride quality.
Of course, being from Chevrolet, these parts are fully warranted and they're fully DOT legal. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's right. These parts are designed, tested, engineered, and backed by Chevrolet. The same engineers that designed the base car, the same engineers that tune the dampers on the base car, tune these dampers. So nobody knows better what it takes to make this car legal, safe, and reliable.
One thing that's cool, I understand too, at point of purchase, you sit down to buy your new Camaro, you can factor these parts into the financing. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. I mean, these are dealership installed, and as long as they're dealership installed, they're factory backed.
Or if you want to do it yourself, you can, but it's so cool. You can sit down and get a factory hot-rodded Camaro right off the salesman's lot. Now, I see another car here, a very cool black SCCA Camaro. Now, remember that, of course, 1967, the Z28 came about because the Group B SCCA classification called for a 302 cubic inch engine, and the Z28 was born. Well, you guys are still running an SCCA. Tell me about that Camaro.
Yeah, we really like to get into production-backed racing, and what we've done is this lowering kit that's on the Auto X car here, that same lowering kit we homologated to run in Touring 2 class in SCCA, and Todd Naparowski, TPR Racing, ran that car this year, ran below the track record at the SCCA runoffs. He has pole positions, won races. We've done a lot here. A lowering kit, which is usually something that's used to make a car look better, also performs on the racetrack.
And keep in mind, folks, homologation does not mean milk. It has nothing to do with the dairy industry. It's about the SCCA recognizes those parts as being legal for use in the class. Now, that is a V8 powered car, but again, these components are available for all engines and body styles?
That's correct. Yeah, and that's one of the things that's really neat this time is we're really trying to stretch our performance parts across all the lineups. And as a matter of fact, to take it another step further, this week we're announcing that we have an additive suspension handling package that goes with this lowering kit. So even the people that have already bought the lowering kit can add this handling package to it, or when you go to the dealership, you can actually check the box for both. The handling package comes with a larger front stabilizer bar, a larger rear stabilizer bar, and some lateral links, very similar to like what you would run on a race car, where you take the rubber bushings out and you put a cross-axis ball joint in it.
Of course, this is SEMA, and quite often you guys will give us a glimpse of future offerings. What do we see on this car that's maybe going to make it to production or to a parts department?
Yeah, that's what we love about SEMA. We get a chance to get these prototype parts out here and let people, get the feedback from the customer base. This car actually has a cold air induction kit, something it's very common on a high-performance car. We also have a tower-to-tower brace that's painted, and it's actually got a beautiful Camaro logo across the top of it. This car also has some aesthetic parts, like an engine cover that's painted to match. Inside this vehicle, we have our Recaro bucket seats, 5-point harnesses, short throw shifter that gets that quick, precise shifting. And also it has a performance exhaust system, which is a 304 stainless steel exhaust, 2 1/4 pipe, 4-inch tip, and 25% less back pressure. That is actually coming to the market soon.
Well, how can our viewers learn more?
Well, they can either go to the local Chevy dealership or go on Chevrolet.com/performance.
Great stuff. I got to say, Mark Dickens is one of the coolest jobs on earth. He deals with all the factory hot rod cars for all of General Motors, but especially the Camaros. You want to check it out.